Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Raghavan Mishra, and in this video we are diving into JSON Server, which is a powerful tool for creating a fake REST API with zero coding. So whether you are a developer looking to prototype quickly or a QA engineer who is in need of a mock backend, so JSON Server is the perfect choice to both a QA and developer. So I'll guide you through setting it up, configuring endpoints, and making it work with HTTP request. So we'll create REST assured test and also test our fake APIs. Okay, by adding data, by updating the data. Okay, so first thing first. So let us go to the prerequisite: how to create, how to install JSON server. So these are the prerequisites. So node.js should be installed on your machine, and also npm you should be able to see the node npm version. So here if you go and check the node version, it should tell you the latest node server, and npm also should return you the version. So by the time of creating this video, the node version is 20, which I have installed, and 20.16, and the npm version is 10.8.2. so with it, I mean, like, you can also have a look into this site and get the installer binary MSI downloaded, and you can get it installed. Okay, so just go to this link which I will provide you in the description. So go and just go ahead and download this version. Okay, you can run the installer. You can also go to the download section and you can choose the version accordingly. Okay, so with that, I mean, your node will be installed, and you can also check that version, or whether that is added into the system variable or not. So you can go ahead and check the path, if that is having the entry for the node or not. Yeah, it has the path already set, so which is why we are able to see the version of the node also, node.js, right? So just we'll cancel it and we'll go back to the IDE. Okay, so this is the ID, this is the project, Eclipse project, which I have created, and you can go through my previous videos where I have created videos to test weather API, and how to make get and post and patch and put a request to the REST API. Okay, using REST assured. So in this video we are going to create a JSON server, which will internally give us the power to create our own kind of API endpoint. So all those fake API, REST API, will be created by us. Okay, so we are going to create. So let us go to the project where it is actually created. So inside which I am going to create my db.json. I am going to tell everything right from the scratch, like how to create that. Okay, so let us we can actually create the db.json over here. Okay, so never mind, I mean, you can go ahead and click on the address bar and type cmd, and here you will get Windows cmd prompt. All right, so let me go and take this particular URL and paste it over here. So this is going to give you the step-by-step instruction how to create the JSON, and how to create the JSON server, and how to create the db.json also, right? So I'm going to install. You can see, so this is the GitHub URL. Also you can type and it will take you to that GitHub URL only, right? If you type JSON server, it is going to JSON server here, and you can see the git URL over here also, right? Okay, so this is going to take you to the git also. So there might be some same sort of commands are over here also, right? So this is the official website, and they have given the git URL also. Okay, see, this is the git URL. Okay, so we are into that only. Now since you are into that cmd window, so what you have to do, you have to install the JSON server on your current directory. You can make it globally available also. but that's fine. Yeah, so you can ignore rest of the warning like npm fund and all that, right? So since it is open source and available for us to create fake API. All right, so with it, I mean, we have already installed the JSON server. Now time to create the db.json. Okay, so what you can do, you can go ahead and create, you can copy the content. So these are my endpoints id and this one, so comments and profile. So these are kind of objects, right? So you can consider like them as an array. Okay, so this is in the form of bracket. Let me just go to the folder, I mean project, and create the db.json as suggested. Okay, here it is saying create a db.json. So I'm going to create the db. Just delete it by mistake. I've created Excel file. Just create a notepad document. Okay, and we are going to rename it to the db.json. Makes sense, right? And let me just open this in the notepad plus, where we can change the, it is already selected to the JSON. We can change the encoding also. We can change the language to JSON. It has already detected the JSON, so it has set the JSON already. Okay, so this is what we have as of now. So with it, if you you want to change anything on this, you can go ahead and change. And then what you have to do, you have to basically run this command npx JSON server. Okay, so npx, and then you have to click on this. You can also take both the same basically. Okay, no worries. So I'm going to, so we can run this npx command now. So npx JSON server db.json, we have, since we have created the db.json also already, so we can try this executing this command. So let us see the, this looks like, okay, so we are going to execute this command, and you can see we have got some endpoint, post, comment and profile. So from where it is coming, so this is, you can see these are the endpoints. Okay, post, comments and the profile. Okay, so with it we can, what we can do, we can go ahead and try adding, try validating like whether these endpoints are working fine or not, or this is running on the port 3000 or not. So let me just copy, and we'll keep it open. We will keep this server started. Okay, we'll let this server started on the port 3000. Up until then, what we can do, we can test our API, fake APIs. Okay, so let me just quickly, let me close this and run the, execute the, oh, it is not copied. I will copy this and paste it over here, and see we have got the response. Okay, JSON response. You can see 1 and 2, another title and one title. So this is what we have done over here, one title, a title, another title. Okay, likewise you can add your own data. So since I told you that this is kind of array, okay, you can keep as many as inside this endpoint or the post. Okay, so this is kind of, you can consider this as an object array. And here, if I may have to add 3 and title, another title 2 or something, or let me just put title is like C++ or whatever, JSON. Okay, views. Okay, you can update it to 300 or whatever, right? I mean, completely up to you. Okay, and now here you can also have text, a comment about this, and about the post 1 and post 2, right? So this is how you can just update, and you can see the entry also. Okay, so if I have to give 1/ and provide 1, so it is going to give me the result of 1. So this is how you can update the your JSON file. Okay, and you can test it also. So if I have to click provide 3, then it is not found, it says. So id is 3 for the post and views are 300. Why it is not coming? If there is any mistake, yeah, so see, there is a mistake. I have not provided the colon here, and also you can see that here somewhere that error. Okay, so which is why I kept it open. You can see, so this kind of error you can see on the console. Okay, expected is comma. So you can provide and things are sorted for you. And now when you run the same command, it is going to provide you the response. Okay, so this is the endpoint post 3. Okay, now we can test the same thing, like how we can make a get request, HTTP get request, post request, patch request, right? So for that, what you can do, since your fake API is already there, you have JSON server installed and configured, and also you have added one more data set, okay, to the post API endpoint. We have added this Java, okay, and this is already there. So we have 3 endpoints: comment, profile, and post. Now let's target post or whatever, right, you want to target. So now what you have to do, you can go ahead and create the one more TestNG class here with something like JSON server fake API testing or JSON server API test. Okay, so I'm going to create this, and I'll just copy a couple of things from my previous video, previous file TestNG. So let me just copy something like whatever I have created already. This is the post request which I had created, and this is going to be my rest assured API test. So I can copy something like this. So this is going to be my first get method, get request, okay, using the fake API. So I'm gonna use all those static imports, whatever is there in that is already have been imported here, you can see, and the base URI will be changed to what is my current URL. So this is going to be my website URL, okay, and the endpoint is post 3. Okay, so for this I don't need to this is the assertion, okay, which we know for sure that there is no data 2 with which has 9 over here, something like that. So I will just remove it, and I will give complete, let me just see it again. Okay, so this is my endpoint and this is the base URI. Okay, so let us go with that way, or you can also give complete URL over here. So I'm gonna give the post and 3. Okay, post. So this is going to be my endpoint, okay, and this is base URI, post 2, okay, or post 3. So let us see if it is giving me the 200 or not. So I'm gonna just run this. For this to run, you have to right click and click on run as and TestNG, and you can keep eye on the TestNG run. Okay, so we can see the result and console also. So let us see if it returns passed, and we have our get request. Let me just change it to the get request. Okay, get request to the JSON API which we have created. So this is returning everything is fine. Okay, now it is returning HTTP, which is matching, the status code is matching, which is why this test is passed. Okay, get test is passed. Now likewise I will create one more test for the post request. Okay, so this is going to be my post. You can watch my previous videos in this playlist to get fair idea on all those post get request, although I'm just reiterating all those things. So post request, this is another method. Now here what I am supposed to give, I'm supposed to provide the title and the ID. Okay, so here this is going to be ID. Maybe I can add 4. Then here it is going to be title. Okay, title. So what I'm doing, I have created JSON object, and this is a request is JSON object. I mean the request is a variable of a JSON object, okay, reference variable, and using which I'm just constructing the request, which I'm going to send it to the server, okay, the fake API server, JSON server, which we have created, we have installed, and we have added a couple of API endpoints to that. Okay, so we are expecting that whatever request we are farming, and this is request, post request, which requires parameters, so we are going to pass these parameters. Okay, so we are constructing a request. Okay, so title is it can be anything of your choice, and just copy, Control L, and just down key. And then the next is views, of course. So I'm going to provide the views also. Let's see, 1000 or 1 million or whatever, right? Your choice. Now let me just change the URL also, which we know for that the endpoint is 300. My JSON server is running on the port 3000 and in the local host. Okay, so I'm going to provide the base URI like this, and given the request is in JSON string. Basically we have converted the request to JSON string, and the when post, this is post, so we are going to provide the endpoint also. So we are going to add one more entry of ID4 with the title, engineer, and views 1 like 1 2 3. Yeah, so these many views will be there. So I'm going to just provide the post, and yeah, that's it. So let's see, and the expectation is like it should return the status code as 2, not 1, for the successful creation of the data. Okay, so now let us run, and it should run 2 methods now with the 2 HTTP requests. One is get, and second one is post request. So since we have not given the test, it has not considered running it as TestNG. We have to provide a test also. Okay, and we can set the priority also if you want. Okay, so that we are making sure that it runs on the certain order. Priority equal to 1. So this is going to be the first priority, and the priority 2. Okay, and likewise we can give one more. Okay, so let us see if this entry got created, and it has updated our JSON file or not. So we will reload that JSON file by clicking on file and reload, or you can alternately click on Control R. Okay, so it should return, it should update that ideally. It has added for Java and 300, but it has not added anything here. Why? Okay, we have not run this, right? Earlier we have not executed, this was not executed at all. So we have to execute this particular test again. Just keep in mind. So these are the things which we have to keep in mind, and these are the mistakes you may commit and come across while executing, or your rest assured automation or rest assured scripts. Okay, while testing your APIs. Okay, now it has been updated, and see, I've got some pop-up. Okay, and this is the entry. Now what we have added? We have added the engineer on the 4th. Okay, so meaning a post request is working fine. Okay, with the JSON server which we have created, with the fake API which we have added or created in our setup. Okay, now let us update the engineer or views to maybe 2 lakhs, right? And I will just update this to QA engineer, okay, or maybe software engineer, okay, anything. Now we have updated in the post. Rather, we should refrain from it, and we should take this as a one more test, and we will update in that test. Okay, so let me create one more test called test patch, okay, or patch request. I will still continue with the engineer. Here we have done some silly mistakes and 10,000 anyway, because you are going to create a new, and it is going to add duplicate ID, since we have not put any kind of JSON validator as of now. Okay, so that we will cover in the next next session. For now, you can just stick to this post request, and it is going to add one more entry with this ID when we run this particular TestNG class again. So here the concentration, the concern here is like to update the engineer or whatever entry it had, right, to something different. Or maybe we can try updating one with the A title. We will change it to maybe some title. Okay, so let us change that ID 1. ID 1, we will change that to, we will remove this, and we can change here to patch first, and okay, and here this is going to be my maybe 1. We will change this ID 1 to some title, right? So maybe lead, okay, lead QA or architect, QA architect or whatever, right? So just update this. If you want to change the view also, you just update this. Okay, so patch is meant to be created, or this is meant for resource updation. Okay, so this is going to update the resource, and we can expect 200 when we are executing patch. So everything looks fine, and we can run this again on the fake API which we have. See, everything is fine, and let us see the result over here. So we have updated something here with the lead QA, okay, and it has got 3 lakhs views. Okay, we have updated. So that's it from this video, and I hope you have liked the explanation and learned from this video. Please do like and subscribe to this channel, and also share the feedback in comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in next video. Till then, keep learning.